It's Sunday morning, I've got a coffee, so I think it's about time we did some surviving in Minecraft. Hello, Mark Brad here, Ob505 on the channel, and welcome to our server. Yes, we're doing a bit of server play. It's my own server, it's whitelisted, unless I know you, don't ask. We've reset the map. I think I did a little video not so long ago where I showed you bits and pieces, but we've reset the map since then because Feed the Beast Ultimate had been upgraded and it all kind of fell apart when we tried to upgrade the server. So we upgraded and reset the map yesterday. I've had about 3 to 4 hours on the map. That was probably yesterday afternoon. It's pretty quiet at the moment, only me on. There's probably only about 4 or 5 players on. We've got Spidey, and we've got Bo, and which I've not seen Bo on yet, and Dutch Ghost. We've also got Cerez on, but he's kind of a part-time player. He does other gaming. We've not got much on the go at the moment. And just to really tell you what this series is going to be about, it's not going to be like your traditional Let's Play where I'm going to show you everything on screen. It's kind of not working that for me in my real life. I can only really do these videos on a weekend. My gaming rig is situated in the lounge, living room, family room, call it what you will. So I can't really do videos while the TV's on and people are mucking about. So on the weekend, my wife's at work and the kids are usually out doing their own thing, so I get the house to myself apart from the dog. She's about somewhere. So I get a little bit of peace and I can do these videos and then just format them and put them up during the week, but I just don't want to play Minecraft on the weekends. I want to play it whenever I like. So I'm going to be doing stuff during the week for my own entertainment, and when I come back on the weekend to do a video, I'll show you what I've done. So with that in mind, this is what we've built so far. Not much to speak of. We've got a mine going down here. God, we're walking so slow. It's the problem when you're starting off. So yeah, we've got this mine going down here, which opens up into a little bit of a ravine. I put it here exactly because there was a ravine, and it was a bit disappointing because there was not really much there. Oh, actually the ravine's up there. Yeah, so we've come all the way down to Y level 10. Still not found any diamonds at the moment, but we've not been going at it that long. Yeah, I'm not just going to walk down there and show you a corridor. Yeah, in the map in the corner you can see we've got a bit of excuse me, got a bit of a coal going on at the moment. We've got some lava going on down in there, which we're probably going to tap into on a short-term basis, get some magma engines going, things like that. We wanted to get a oh, there's the ravine. There you go. And you can see it was pretty disappointing. Bit of coal still going on, but other than that it's just kind of rubbish. Yeah, we wanted to get a mining age going on, and kind of a nexus hub, but I pretty much failed in 22 attempts of trying to make a stable age, and looking at Mistcraft videos on YouTube and tutorials, I pretty much failed all the way around. Luckily enough, you probably saw it in the distance there, you can just see it over there. We found a farm, sorry, not farm, idiot. We found a village, so we've got potatoes on the go, which is always a good food source. Plant all them back, and I also managed to trade with one of the villagers a emerald. He wanted 20 wheat, so I went to his own wheat farm, dug up the wheat and sold it back to him. I feel so bad for that, honest. Yeah, so we've got an emerald in here somewhere. There we go. Also got some gold. No diamonds yet. Kind of sad on that. Blaze powder from those little Thorncraft plants. Didn't know you could get that. Really big surprise. I was all dead chuffed when I found that, and then Spidey was like, "Yeah, I've been doing that for ages." I was like, "Oh." So, there's some more of that as well. That's all we've got going on at the moment. I'm going to try and automate things because I love things automated. I hate going out for resources. I've got some clay there as well. That's good to know. I hate going out for resources, and the more I can automate, the better. Probably getting some kind of wood and food stuff automated to start off with. Mining later on, I love getting mining automated, but unfortunately it does seem to be a bit of a resource hog, especially if you're doing it with quarries. Might try and do something with Steve's carts. I keep saying this every single series I do. I was like, I'll start doing something with Steve's carts, and I never get around to it. I think one episode I actually did something with Steve's carts, and that was a miserable fail. So yeah, we'll try and do something with Steve's carts, I promise. And I'll promise to try and keep series going as well, because we always end up having to reset the map, or something loses, or something bad happens. So that's what we're up to, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stop recording for a minute, just have a look what we've got resource wise. Creeper go off here or something. Seems to be a random mess. Yeah, I'll have a look what resources we've got, and I'll see what we're going to do on camera to keep you guys entertained. So we'll see you back here in a second. Okay, the sun is setting on yet another day, so I better get in. Right, I've been thinking about what we're going to do. I've got myself another coffee, and the first thing we're going to have to do with all this automation stuff is the usual. By the usual, I mean we're going to have to start getting rid of this to start off with. It's great when you start off, but we want to get this automated, and we want to get them going over to this furnace all automated. Not particularly that furnace, but you know what I mean. The big thing these days is to use thermal expansion. It is a brilliant mod, and you know, it saves you a lot of time. Kind of thinking I was going to go old school and go back to IC2. We've got the problems of pumping all the stuff out over to the next one. I think I'm going to start using IC2 when we start getting a applied energistics network, because you can overclock the machines and get them running a heck of a lot quicker than you can on thermal expansion. But at least to start off with, I think we're probably going to have to go thermal expansion, because it makes sense. We do have enough resources, I think. We've certainly got gold for the machine frames. I think that's probably got the copper, got the iron. We've got a lot of iron, but you know, we're starting off. And the other thing is, I've got this little wooden shack in the middle of nowhere. I don't want to start putting machines down only to move them out there somewhere eventually. So I think what I'm going to do is just going to, because we've not got a lot of wood at the moment, I don't think. Yeah, I suppose we've got quite a bit. I'm going to go and collect some more wood. We've got some birch out there. We've got 62 birch here as well. I'm going to build a house, a bigger house than this. I don't want to just start kind of expanding this. And it's square. What can you say? Square. Everybody's just square. It's all square. At least if it was oblong, it would be something different. Fed up a square. So I'm going to run off and do something a bit interesting, probably over in that direction. Yeah. And once I've got something, we'll be back. Just cutting some trees down here just to make some land. But I thought what I'd do while I'm doing this is just explain what I should have been explaining before but didn't, is what we're running on this server, which is, it's a 1.5 gig server. It's hosted with a mainstream third party. I'm not hosting it myself. So what we're running on here is Feed the Beast. It's the latest version of Feed the Beast, which I think it is 1.1.2. So we're using Minecraft 1.4.7. We've got all the configs are as normal, with the exception of GregTech. I do really like GregTech a lot. I think it adds, and it is kind of a Marmite kind of mod. For those who know what Marmite is, you either love it or you hate it. I'm not really into hating mods. People do this for the fun of it, and if they're gonna have an idea of what a vision of what their mod is, then but they're entitled to do whatever they want with it. You don't have to use it. That's my opinion anyway. So yeah, I like what he does with GregTech, but obviously it's a multiplayer server this, and I want people to have fun. So a lot of the kind of really hard recipes from other people's mods, so IC2 for example, where he makes the electric tools with oh, excuse me, where he makes the electric tools out of titanium and mace races out of diamond and stuff like that. I've nerfed all that back, so it's as standard, with the only exception that the electric tools, you do have to use steel plates. I personally believe that's a bit more realistic, because you wouldn't make a drill out of iron. Iron's too soft metal for things like that. It is hard metal, but it's not as hard as steel. You wouldn't. It's too heavy as well to use as a portable. That's my opinion anyway. So I've left that you have to use steel on, but all the other bits and pieces like titanium, I think that's a bit overkill, so I've switched that off. I've also, I hope, switched off bronze nerf. Again, I don't think that's particularly realistic. I think I know what he's doing from a gameplay point of view. It makes it harder, but if you're using 4 items to make 1 item, then by very definition of physics, then that output has got to be size wise 4 times the input if you're putting 4 things in. So if you're putting 3 copper in and 1 tin, then your output has got to be in volume 4 times. It makes sense. It doesn't make sense that you only get 1 out of it, because the volume's wrong, and I'm out of an axe. So that's what we've done. Let's just check that actually. Bronze. We should have. Yeah, there we go. We get 4. Because, like I say, that's to me, that makes sense. You think about it. Volume wise, we're putting 4 ingots in. We've got to get 4 times that volume. Well, we've got to get that volume out. Physics dictates that's what happens. You can't destroy anything. So I'll make myself a new axe, and now I've explained where we're up to, I'll carry on out there. Magnet dancing. Yeah, in a minute. Bye. And as the sun sets again, we have our new house. Look at this. Got a little garden plot going on here. We've got some wheat. What have we got here? Flaxseed, corn. There's more wheat. We've got carrots. We've got potatoes. And we've got a house. Now I've designed this to have a second story as and when I get time. I was just getting a bit bored. We've got like kind of a little cellar thing going on. This is really so we'll have power routed round here, so we can have cables and probably some machines down here. Well, engines. So that's for that. And inside, well, it's modest. Got a little area here just for storage for now, and crafting. Got some of our manual furnaces, and we'll probably have any automatic machines down these walls here. And like I say, cables or conduits, pipes, things like that running underneath. We've got just one person on the server apart from myself. We've got Bull, who has just come on, so unfortunately we can't sleep. So we're going to have to just stick with the monsters. Put some torches out there, just try and brighten the place up a bit. But we obviously we're still getting wanderers coming in. Skelly out in that direction, but I think he's in a mine. I think he's below that. But looking good. Well, I think we're looking good anyway. Got this bit out here, which I don't know. We'll probably end up putting maybe some bees out here. But yeah, I am quite pleased with this. Yes, quite pleased. Not your run-of-the-mill just square house, which we're so used to. Gonna have to put a sign up, I think, just telling people that it's mine. Not got a clue where all the others are, and they don't know where I am. We've just all disappeared into the sunset. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll wait till it's day. I might go and do a bit of mining actually in the meantime, and we'll cut the feed for now, and we'll be back. Right, we've done some mining, some other bits and bobs. Dark outside, a few more on the server now. We've got Dutch Ghost with us as well. Right, got some automation on the go here. I've deliberately not turned around and said, look, this is how we've made this, here is how we've made that. I'm making the assumption that a lot of you know how this all hangs together already. When I'm making more complicated stuff in the future, I'll probably give you more of a detailed view of what I'm doing, but this is basic stuff at this point. So I'm just going to make a couple of holes here, I think, and I'll pulverizer down there, clear the inputs and outputs, and that coming in there, and out on that side, in on that side, out on that side, chest here to catch it, input. And what we're going to do is go and have a little celery area. Celery? No, that's not right. That's the right word. And for the time being, I'm just going to bang these down here now. That's a bit unfortunate. Let's try that again. Now, I'm going to have to make a wrench. Damn you. There's the Buildcraft wrench, not Buildcraft, AC2 wrench into it, which I think is a bit of silver. You can make that quartz. No, I don't think the quartz wrench will work. That's a stone gear now. What am I thinking of? There's the crescent wrench into it. No, that's the prototype one. Let's just that one. Yeah, a bit of silver. Yeah, we'll go with that one because I think that works for most IC2 stuff anyway. Where have I put me? Here it is. 1, 2, 3. I think it was 3, wasn't it? Oh, I've not got any silver cooked up yet. That's a bit awkward, isn't it? Let's just check that. Well, that's cooking up to that recipe again. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 1 in the middle. Come on. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Then in the middle, cross wrench. Then this will work. Hope it bloody does after all that. Shut that door before something comes in behind me. Bang. Right. So we've got here a couple of levers. Bang them on. Oh dear. Come out without any charcoal. Losing my head a bit today, so we'll take half of that. I'll cook some more up after. And half of you in there, half of you in there. As a temporary basis, that should do us, I think. They're not the most powerful engines in the world. Probably just a little underpowered for the job at hand, but it's only a temporary measure. I think I'm going to get some magmatic engines in the future. And that should do us. Hi. We're getting a start. So, I think we'll call that for an episode, really. Don't know what the time is, not really been tracking it. It always goes over time on the first episode, or anybody who watches me on a regular basis will know I always go over time anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We will call that a day, just get that flax. Always one little thing to do, isn't it? And we'll get rid of this coal because I don't really want to. I'd rather have flax down there. Oh, one missing. So, there we go. We will see you on the next episode. Like I say, the episodes aren't really going to be following on for each other. I will be building stuff in between, but I will try and give you a catch up at the beginning of each episode. So, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. See ya.